Welcome back once again to Shabbos Kavod Oneg. This week is Parsha's Lech Lecha. I wanted to share with you a quick Dvar Torah before heading over to our guest of the week. The first pasuk of this week's Parsha, we see Hashem telling Avram, Lech Lecha. Hashem doesn't tell him where he's going. Hashem gives him incremental information. So the Medrash asks, why does Hashem not tell him where he's going specifically? And the Medrash responds by saying, if Hashem were to tell him exactly where he was going, then every step that he'd be taking would just be what we call hechsher mitzvah, prerequisite for the mitzvah. By Hashem delaying and holding off and telling him, go, leave, and as time went on, revealing where he wanted him to go, every step that he took, every destination that he reached was inherently a mitzvah, because those were small, compact mitzvahs that built up to the final mitzvah of arriving at his destination. Utilizing this concept, we could ask a question on next week's Parsha. In Parsha's Vayera, when Hashem commands Avram to sacrifice his son, Hashem says to him, go to Har Moriah. Hashem doesn't withhold information. So why there did Hashem tell Avram directly where he wanted to go? Didn't he want to give him increased reward for each step as well? To answer this question, we can analyze the Gemara in Brachos. The Gemara tells us that if one has a choice where he should go to learn, or where he should go to daven, rather, he should pick the shul that's farther. Assuming all things are being considered equal, he should pick the farther one because he gets extra reward for every step that he goes. Why is that the case specifically with going to shul, beis medrash, etc.? Why don't we say that about every mitzvah? If I have a choice which lulav to buy, or where I should accomplish a certain mitzvah, why shouldn't it always be predetermined by the location that's farthest from me? And the answer is because when one is going to God, a location that we believe to be a mikdash ma'at, either the actual Beis HaMikdash or a small version of the mikdash, being a place where one davens or learns, then every step that that person takes to get there is effectively a mitzvah of getting closer to God. So when Avraham Avinu is going to sacrifice his son Yitzchak in this quasi-altar, this amazing holy place, Har Moriah, he's effectively walking to God. He's going to a place of God. Every step innately is a mitzvah. Hashem doesn't have to tell him in an ongoing process, take a step here, go here to turn it into a mitzvah. It already is a mitzvah. As opposed to Lech Lecha, which is getting away from the negative, leaving, going and rediscovering his path, that's a completely different thing. Hashem wanted to give him schar for each and every moment that he was going. This week's Parsha, Parsha's Lech Lecha, focuses on two main mitzvahs from my vantage point. One is the mitzvah of Hachnasas Orchim, going out, inviting people into your house, being makari of them, making them feel comfortable, and bringing them tachas kanfei hashchina. Additionally, the Parsha also mentions the concept of ufaratzta, of spreading out Yom HaVakedma Tzafon of Venegba. Hashem giving Avram a directive that he's going to be able to spread out. His children are going to be able to go Medal Kanfos Haaretz. I'm privileged in my community. I live with someone wonderful named Danny Finkelman. He's actually a neighbor of mine. He really embodies both of these concepts. On the one hand, he's constantly inviting guests and constantly welcoming people into his home and making them feel warm and helping them embrace Yiddishkeit on their level. And on the flip side, he's also recognized as a true professional, both in the Jewish world, with the Jewish music videos and other films he puts out, and as well, he's also putting out different things in the secular world. I welcome right now to this beautiful podcast, or video, whatever you want to call it, Danny Finkelman. Please feel free to reach out if you have any ideas for future weeks, who you'd like to see. Good Shabbos.
My name is Danny Finkelman. I'm a filmmaker, owner of Sparks Next Boutique Production House. Over the years, I've produced dozens of music videos for the Jewish music world. Been watched by millions and millions of people worldwide, as well as commercials, short films, documentaries, feature films, some of them are Netflix, and more to come. I want to talk about some interesting aspect that I've learned in the industry. You can come to a set, to a film set, and there are actors there who put on accents, whether it's British or Southern accent, and they put on costumes which are exquisite. And the end result just won't do it. You don't feel inspired. You feel it's staged, even though it seems perfect. And the reason for that is because the actor needs to be worked on actually feeling the character that he's portraying. He's got to be genuine. He's got to be real. He's got to feel it inside, not pretend. Feel it inside. And that's something that I've learned with working with actors. I'd like to draw a line from that to us. I feel like a lot of us are living in the movie. Especially with what's going on recently with COVID-19, you feel like you're in some kind of end of days Armageddon film. And basically I would say that each and every one of us kind of playing a character in that movie called life. And how genuine are you portraying that character? Are you pretending to be somebody else? Or are you real? Or are you really feeling the inner you? This week's Parsha is Parsha's Lech Lecha. Avram Avinu is told by God, Lech Lecha, go away, me'artzecha, from your land, u'mimoyladetecha, from your birthplace, u'mibeis avicha, from your father's house, el ha'oretz asher areka, to the land which I will show you. Chassidic masters explain, Lech Lecha me'artzecha, go from your land. Your land, your birthplace, and your father's house are three different periods in a person's life. Eretz is the culture of the land which he derives from. Moiladatecha, your birthplace, is the instincts one is born with. Everyone is born with his own habits and instincts. Beis avicha is certain education of your father's and mother's house, certain stuff that you grew up with. All of them, some of those character traits, some of those habits, you want to work on breaking them. Lech Lecha, go from those three things. But wait a minute. In Hebrew, go is lech, not lech lecha. Lech lecha means go to you. What do you go to you? Go to you, go to where? And that's exactly it. Do you want to break those habits? Be yourself. Go to yourself. Go to your inner self. Be genuine. Be real. Be authentic. And then you can play the real character, which is you, but the real one.